Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome back to Morning Buzz. I'm Alex here with Jordan, and we're diving into that topic we promised yesterday about narrative charisma. Why some people can make buying milk sound like they're Indiana Jones on a quest, while others could survive a zombie apocalypse and make it sound like they had a mildly inconvenient Tuesday.
Morning. And honestly, this might be one of my favorite psychological phenomena because we all know both types of people. There's always that one friend who can turn getting stuck in an elevator into this riveting tale of human drama. And then there's the person who went skydiving and describes it like they're reading a grocery list.
Yes, I have a coworker who told me about her trip to Target yesterday, and by the end, I was genuinely invested in whether she'd find the specific brand of pasta sauce she needed. Meanwhile, my cousin climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, and when I asked about it, he literally said, it was fine, pretty tall.
That's such a perfect example. What's happening there is something researchers call narrative transportation. Some people instinctively understand how to create what psychologists call experiential proximity. They make you feel like you're right there with them, even if they're just describing choosing between paper towel brands.
But what makes someone naturally good at this? Because it can't just be that some people have more exciting lives, right? I mean, the Mount Kilimanjaro guy clearly wins on actual adventure points.
Exactly. It's not about the content, it's about the construction. Natural storytellers tend to focus on sensory details and emotional stakes. They'll tell you about the fluorescent lights buzzing in the grocery store, the way the cart had that one wobbly wheel, the internal debate about whether to get the name brand or generic version.
Oh, that's so true. The good storytellers always include those weird little details that somehow make everything more real. Like, they'll mention that the cashier had a tiny coffee stain on their uniform, and suddenly you're picturing this whole scene.
Right. And they understand pacing instinctively. They know when to slow down for dramatic effect. I turned the corner into aisle 7 and there it was, versus when to speed up to build excitement. Poor storytellers tend to either rush through everything or get bogged down in irrelevant details.
This is making me think about social media too. Some people can post about making breakfast and get hundreds of comments, while others share actual life milestones and get 3 likes from their mom.
Social media is such a great laboratory for this. The engaging posters often use what's called narrative tension. They'll start with something like, "So this happened at the coffee shop today." And you're immediately hooked because your brain wants to know what this is.
And they're masters of the unexpected detail. Like, instead of "I went to the store," it's "I went to the store and ended up in a philosophical debate with a stranger about whether cereal counts as soup."
That's the key. They find the universal in the specific. Everyone's been grocery shopping, but not everyone has thought about the existential weight of choosing between 15 different types of yogurt. Good storytellers make ordinary moments feel significant.
But here's what I'm curious about. Can people learn this skill? Or are some folks just doomed to make their epic adventures sound like tax preparation?
The encouraging news is that storytelling absolutely can be learned. It's really about shifting perspective from what happened to what was it like for me to experience what happened. Once people start paying attention to their own internal experience, their stories become much more engaging.
That's actually really hopeful. Though now I'm worried I'm going to overthink every story I tell this weekend.
The good news is that most natural storytellers aren't consciously thinking about narrative structure. They're just genuinely excited about sharing their experience. Authenticity usually trumps technique.
Speaking of experiences, Monday we're exploring why some people can remember every embarrassing thing they've ever done in vivid detail, while others seem to have conveniently forgotten their most cringeworthy moments.
The psychology of selective memory. Perfect way to start the week. Thanks for letting us share our storytelling theories with you today, everyone. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you Monday on Morning Buzz.